Hey everyone, this is Bryan from Bryan Sports and Games with a top 5 worst NCAA football 14 uniforms. Before we get into this, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and here we go. Number 5. Number 5 is Ohio State's Pro Combat, not their whole jerseys, not their whole setup, just the Pro Combats. I mean, look at these. They're plain and they're just boring to me. And Ohio State's such a good school, football-wise, that they deserve better uniforms than these Pro Combats. And number 4. Number 4 is Notre Dame's 2012 Adidas strategy. I'm not quite sure what they're thinking on these ones. It's a whole different color blue. The Irishman is different. It's not even middle of the helmet, it's like 3/4 of the way off. I just not a fan of these at all. And number three is South Carolina's Battle Grays. I'm really not a fan of their whole camouflage. I'm not a huge fan of camouflage as it is, but in a football uniform, this is a big negative for me. I really didn't like these when I saw these, and I still don't. So they're number 3 on the list. Number 2 is pretty much all of the new Arizona uniforms. I don't like the copper helmet. I don't particularly like the gradient on the sleeves or the number. I'm not a huge fan of that. I did like some on my last video, but these I'm just not feeling. Once again, copper helmet with the white and the two-tone letters and the side, just not. And this is an eyesore. I feel like my retinas would burn if I had to watch that for a whole game. I'm not a fan. It gets a little tamer, and this one's decent. I almost thought about not including this, but once again, it has the two-tone sides, and just not. See, these are starting to look a little better because they start to get a little more traditional. But the copper helmet, I think, just really makes me not like these at all. And like I said, I do like the last few a little more than the first, but those are pretty bad. But not as bad as number 1. Number 1 worst is Oregon State Beavers. The home uniforms specifically are probably the worst uniforms I've ever seen. There's no logo on the side of the helmet, just a number. And these look a little better, but I really had to rate them number 1 for the first one. Just that burnt orange, all of it. I think that's a little excessive, and I don't think it looks good at all. So that kind of distracts me away from playing as Oregon State. Their old uniforms were pretty nice. I liked those, but as soon as they changed the logo and changed to this, I just not a fan. So I will not be using these, and these were my top 5 worst. So thanks for watching. Bye.